Scott, I
Hey.
want you to take a look out the window of my apartment.
Mm-hmm.
You see over there where the water meets the land?
Yeah.
Don't go there. It makes you old.
Oh, no.
But in case you were worried about having to try and figure out what's happening, I'm going to explain to you all of the details out loud.
Explicit exposition.
You know what I think is happening? I think the rocks are magnetic. And when we go in, it messes with our magnetic brain waves and it makes us pass out.
But our hair and nails don't grow.
But they're dead, Scott. Dead cells don't grow, except for they do.
Except all the other cells do.
Except for everything else on your body. No, okay.
No.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
The worst year of our lives is what is going in your ears. In your ear holes.
It is orally raping you.
It's-
Aurally.
Hourly.
It is also hourly raping you. If you listen to this often enough.
Every hour you listen to this is one more forced entry you didn't ask for.
Every hour you listen to this is 2 years of aging. Okay, before we talk about old for what I'm going to assume is 90 minutes.
55 minutes. Yeah.
Okay. As you said, it's the worst year of our lives. I'm Scott. I forgot my
You were
name.
almost going to say Drew. It looked like you were going to say, I'm Drew Scott.
I was maybe going to say Drew. I was maybe going to say Scoot because I've been like, I have like Stockholm syndrome.
You've been scooting it up?
with my captors.
You've got the scoots?
I do. It's a boot, scoot, and boogie.
Can you tell me who sings it?
Brian Setzer Orchestra.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Stray Cats.
I
Cherry Poppin' Daddies.
I couldn't tell you.
No.
Boot Scoot and Boogie
Belle
is
Biv
a
DeVoe.
country song.
Oh.
It's
I kind of thought it was like swing revival.
Brooks and Dunn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is country.
Yeah, it's country. You're thinking of
Something stupid. I guess I'm just thinking of Zoot Suit Riot. I don't know.
yeah, maybe. Remember when that was a thing? I think we talked about it.
Squirrel Nut Zippers. That was a real swing band.
I think we've talked about it on the podcast. Anyways, off topic already.
Anyway, yeah.
You are Scott.
I eventually remembered my name is Scott. I'm at Not Scott Henson on Twitter.
I'm Drew. I'm at Sarian Softballs on Twitter, or Drew Sarian at other things. Or also, I realized my Instagram is Northern Tyrant.
Oh.
I didn't realize
You're all
I
over the
changed it
place.
back, so maybe I'll change it back to Sarian Softballs. I don't know.
Probably.
Hit me up. Or you know what? Fuck it.
Or don't.
Don't.
Okay, so first important news, and then we'll talk about old for a very long time.
First important news. Today is the recording day of this. Is August 4th.
Yeah.
The year of our Lord, 2020 plus 1.
Yep.
Today is the day that I would like to formally announce on air for the public that I will admit I am no longer furry adjacent.
Oh!
I've transitioned to full-blown furry.
I knew it!
I will admit it live on air.
Wow.
I will no longer be telling anyone I am furry adjacent.
No longer mildly closeted.
When I look up getting tails constantly, I feel like I've got a problem.
I was gonna say,
That's more than casual.
I was gonna say if largely the reason you got a day job is
so that I can have a show tail,
so you can buy two different
a show
tails.
tail and a walking around tail.
Yeah. Which, don't get me wrong, I 1000% support, and that's one of only a couple good reasons to get a day job.
Yeah. That and because I don't want to move back in with my parents.
Yeah. I'm moving back in with your parents.
Go for it. You're going to have to mow the lawn every day.
Is that...
The lawn grows so fast. You're growing it every day.
Is that a euphemism for shaving your mom's pussy?
Yes. Smooth like a baby's bottom.
Ooh. Okay. So, important news. We got there. Any other earth-shattering announcements. I don't want to step on your...
another announcement I have is I saw an amazing shirt online that I want to buy that is, you know, those baseball shirts that they used to have that were just sort of like the facial hair outline with like the hat of a player that had well-known facial hair, or like a mutton chops,
a Yanni Damon,
yeah,
a Carl Yastrzemski.
I saw a shirt.
Raleigh Fingers.
I wonder what Raleigh fingered. Lots of kids.
Your mom's pussy.
There was a shirt that was just like a huge beard that just said, like, I have 2 beards. And I was like, oh, I want that shirt. Anyways, continue. That's the end of my my announcements.
Revelations.
It is also the 28-year anniversary of your and my favorite thing that's ever happened.
Robin Ventura.
A young, virile 20-something-year-old Robin Ventura.
Of the Chicago White Sox.
And a 40...
Did he get hit by a pitch, or did he
got hit in the back by a pitch.
Yeah, that's right.
By like 43-year-old.
By a 43-year-old Nolan Ryan, greatest baseball player of all time. I don't care how many walks he had. I don't care how many walks he had. Show me someone with more strikeouts.
Don't at me.
Young man charges old man on mound, gets immediately put in a headlock and absolutely pounded in the face. Just wrecked.
Yeah. And like, I don't know if it's that Robin Ventura got there and realized like,
oh, I don't know how to fight.
I probably shouldn't like slam this old man, or
I don't know.
Oh no, this old man's tougher than I thought.
I think it's that.
This old man's gonna kick my ass.
I think he's like, oh, I'm a baseball player. Baseball players don't know how to fight. You know who does? Texans.
Texas first, baby.
America's state.
America's state.
How do they not call themselves that? That is such a winner of a slogan.
They really, really should.
I am only calling it that now.
America's state.
Oh, I love that so much.
That's really good. I like that a lot.
Okay, you're hearing this if you're listening to it fresh, August 5th. 4 weeks from now, September 2nd, is our free episode, our free guy, starring Ryan Reynolds, in theaters soon.
Is it?
Was going to be in I don't know. It was going to be in theaters 2 years ago.
It was going to be in theaters.
I saw a trailer for it when I was a baby, and now I'm a slightly older baby, and it still hasn't come out. It's crazy. Yeah, so 4 weeks from now, we got our free episode. We have decided what we're doing for our free episode because someone told us to, and her name is Eve, so thank you. It was a very good idea. So what we're doing is we're having, working title, come tribute but money. So instead of...
No, because that implies... Oh, yeah, I guess that does. It could also imply coming on money.
I like that.
Which people absolutely do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not what we're doing.
Wall Street... Come never sleeps.
I know we just ruined a lot of people's days by saying come tribute and then saying that's not what we're doing.
Yeah, sorry. Don't jerk off on money and send it to us or expect us to jerk off on money, because that's not what's happening. You send us money regularly. Honestly, the cum is something of a red herring.
What's the stupid joke, sex! Now that I have your attention.
Yeah.
Come! Now that we have your attention.
So, what we're going to do is we're going to have a pledge drive for...
We're going to recreate UHF.
For Jerry's kids. What are Jerry's kids doing now that Jerry's dead?
Oh, they're all fucking dead.
Oh my god.
They all straight up died. Jerry, they have them all in a room. And Jerry's on his deathbed.
Jerry Lewis just kept the sick kids in a room.
Yeah. And Jerry's on his deathbed. And they're like, hey, if he goes, you go. And the kids are just all there like, please, Jerry, hold on. We need to see the final cut of your movie.
And he's like, good night, lady.
Dead.
So, what you do, you have 3 weeks to do this. Deadline.
How she do?
Deadline is... Thursday, August 26th at 11:59 p.m. because saying midnight is confusing. Okay? The end of day.
End of days.
End of Days.
The great finisher by the noted, well-trained professional wrestler Baron Corbin.
Oh, I was thinking Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
Filmed in Vancouver.
So, what you do is you send us $25 if you want us to watch a movie of your choice and talk about it. And get this, send us $50 if you want us to watch 2 movies of your choice and talk about it, and so forth.
The more intervals of 25 you send us, the more movies you can pick for us to watch.
Yeah. So what you do is send $25 to paypal.me.
Is that in rupees?
Actually, stupid joke, but should specify. $25 American currency. USD.
US dick.
US dick. 25
Give me
US
that USD,
dicks.
baby.
$25 USD to paypal.me/NotScottHenson, paypal.me/NotScottHenson. If you don't have a PayPal, which a shocking number of people do. I am constantly baffled. They're like, because like on streams and stuff, I'll post my PayPal. They're like, I'd like to send you something, but I don't have PayPal. I'm like, how have you ever paid for anything on the internet?
Just straight up credit card?
I guess, but it's, I don't know, like it comes in handy. Has no one ever had to send you money on the internet ever?
Yeah, I guess not.
Have you ever sold anything on eBay or anything? Anyway, if you don't have PayPal, in the YouTube description for these next bunch of episodes, there will be another link below the PayPal link for those who don't have PayPal and want to participate. I believe all you need is a credit card or bank account for that. So it'll be in the YouTube description, not anywhere else. So just go to YouTube and find this. So what you do is send us $25 if you want to do multiple movies. You can $25 per movie. In the note to go along with the money in the PayPal when you send it, say the name of the movie you want us to watch, what name you want us to refer to you as, or else we will just make up something or use your full name and address.
Your full government name.
We will dox the shit out of you. I mean, the Scott doxing promise has been in place for some time and remains in full effect.
Yep.
So I think that's the deal. We were going to cap the number of movies at 10, but I think if we get more than 10, which if we do, awesome, first of all, then we'll do another episode with the spillover later. But the first episode we record with it will be a maximum of 10 movies.
There has been one open threat by noted friend of the show and real life friend Jimmy Starbucks of making us watch Playing with Fire. Because he has had to watch it with his kids 10 to 12 times. However, he did tell me that it seemed like both Keegan-Michael Key and John Cena
were just fucking around.
Watched it or read the script once, and then just were like, "All right, fuck it, let's just do it. Let's just do it." That's the kind of professionalism I like in a movie. Yeah. Read the script. What script? That's not what the line is. There was lines.
Yeah, so if you'd like us to watch John Cena fireman fart jokes, then you can do that. You can make that happen. I would say the only limiter is no movies over 2.5 hours. I think that seems reasonable. Yes. Please don't make us watch The Happiest Millionaire
or all 7 hours of War and Peace.
Or all of War and Peace. War and Peace?
War and Peace?
Yeah. What's his deal?
Didn't we jokingly call Warren that?
Oh, maybe.
Maybe?
Yeah.
And we said that he had to get a Tatanka gimmick?
Yeah. And then
War and Peace?
But then afterwards we just called him a pig.
Yeah, he's a creek drinker. Local jokes.
Yep.
Local jokes to us from Pennsylvania.
Yeah, someone else's local jokes.
But you know what? I guess it's not a local joke if it's traveled across the continent to us.
Somehow a local joke that became international.
And we've you, Kelly, and myself have probably referenced that joke.
Have accused people of drinking from the creek.
Well, we've referenced that probably more in the 6 years since it's happened.
5.
5 years since it happened. More than anyone else involved in that entire
100%.
thing. Like
100%.
I bet you there's no one else that references that outside of you, me, Kelly, and maybe Tony Deppen.
Yeah.
Because like Tony, up until before he got very famous, would still send me messages referencing the Batcave. So, like,
yeah,
it's a dumb local joke that only you, Kelly, and I remember.
Yeah, it's enduring. So yeah, so that's the deal with that. $25, paypal.me/NotScottHanson, or the other, if you don't have a PayPal link in the YouTube description for these episodes. So you've got, I think you got like 6 episodes to figure shit out. You can send it anytime starting now. If you're hearing this, the polls are open. If you give us a movie that for whatever reason we can't find, or if you, by some crazy odds, you double up one that someone has already requested, I'll message you and either refund you, or you can pick a different movie.
Also, feel free for it to be good, bad, like weird, gross. Like, there's no restrictions on what you make us watch as long as we have the means to find it.
Yeah.
Like, and by all means, if you already have it downloaded or whatever, you can just send it to us so it's less work for us to try and find it.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
You can send us Nazi propaganda. However, I already own one.
I was going to say, Drew already has most of that. So
don't worry about that.
Yeah. You don't need to put that on your Google Drive
you
for
can
us.
Send us, you can make us watch Lion King 0.5 or 1.5.
Is there a 0.5? I know there's a 1.5.
I don't fucking know.
I don't know if there's an 0.5.
I just assume that there's a prequel to the first one that they called Lion King 0.5.
Lion King 33 and a third?
Maybe. Lion King 2, Lion King 3.
All the good ones.
Lion King 1.5. Is there a Lion King 0.5?
Yeah, so... I'm wondering what people will actually want us to see. Is it...
there's a sequel to the live action one. Gross.
Oh, is there?
It's in production, or announced.
Huh.
You could make us watch... Like... I hope we get a mixture. I hope we get a mixture of like fun things, like a good movie that we've never heard of, but also I hope somebody's like, oh, Scorpion King 4, or like some straight to DVD sequel to a big movie.
Yeah.
Shawshank Redemption 2. This time it's poopier.
Yeah.
Or something. Like, I want a mixture. I don't want to just do
the whole movie takes
bad movies.
The whole movie takes place in the sewers.
It's just the sewers.
Yeah.
It's the whole movie is just Andy Dufresne from going in the hole to coming out in the water.
He meets the Ninja Turtles.
He meets the Ninja Turtles.
He
meets it. He meets the Chud.
Certainly. Cannibalistic humanoid underground dweller.
Or Chud 2, Bud the Chud.
Bud the Chud.
He meets Bud the Chud.
Yeah.
Which I've never actually seen. Maybe that somebody should suggest that one.
Also, cannibalistic horse underground dweller.
Horse, yeah. So yeah, that's sort of our way of not only getting you involved, but also having something fun to do at the end.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but fondue is fun to do.
What are you in the pocket of Big Fondue?
Big Fondue's paying the bills, baby.
Now, when you think fondue, what do you think is in the pot?
Cheese.
Yeah. That's what...
Cheese.
Yeah.
Maybe some kind of jalapeno cheese. Like, I
think that's what the average person would think.
Yeah.
However,
maybe chocolate. Maybe.
Sure. I've definitely had those, but that is not the go-to that my family does.
Oh,
because my family, because my family does in January second Christmas every year.
Yes.
Which is just...
Oh, so is it a Christmas thing?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. That's just when we sort of decided to do it. But it's just me, my parents, my sister, no extended family, where we shit talk all the people who were there at Christmas.
I do like that.
Yeah.
That is very funny.
And we always do fondue for whatever reason. It just sort of happened.
The only other thing I can think of that I know sometimes people do for fondues are like spinach dips, artichoke dips, and like some kind of crab bisque type thing.
None of those things.
None of those things.
Peanut oil.
Okay.
And you cook meat in it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That sounds... I'm intrigued by that.
It's good. It's really good.
What kind of meat?
We're talking steak. We're talking chicken. We're talking...
Lamb?
Not usually lamb.
Venison.
Meatballs.
Human penis.
Human penis.
Also...
Severed clitoris.
Oh, I didn't realize your family celebrated Christmas in Nigeria.
Meatballs. Cheese. Breaded cheese. Like breaded mozzarella cubes.
I like that.
Very good.
I like that.
Little sausages.
Mm-hmm.
Little smoky things.
Little smokies. Which is also what you call your penis.
Yep. A little smoky. Yep. Scallops.
Mm. You lost me at scallops.
I mean, you don't have to have the scallop. Mushrooms.
No, you lost me at mushrooms.
I don't.
Keep saying more food I don't like. Do you do tomatoes?
No, I don't think you can oil fry a tomato. I think it's going to lose structural integrity.
What are other foods I don't like? Do you do pussy?
I'm disappointed that you made that joke before I was going to.
Good. I don't know. I don't know what other food I don't like. Most seafood that isn't like lobster, crab, shrimp, prawns, salmon, tuna, fish and chip. Fish.
I mean, that was actually a lot of seafood you're okay with.
Yeah, but pretty much anything that grows at the bottom that's slimy, I'm out.
Yeah, are you a sea urchin guy?
I'm not a sea urchin guy.
Is anyone really a sea urchin
guy?
Or
I'm
are
not
they
a sea cucumber guy. Can you eat those?
You can, and it's gross.
I'm not a mussels or a
shark fin,
oyster.
Shark fin.
I'm not rich. I don't have the status.
You're not a crazy rich Asian.
I'm not a crazy rich Asian who doesn't even eat it. They just want to take a picture of it.
Yeah.
I like that's the whole thing behind it.
Yeah.
Not even that it tastes good or it's good for you or it makes your penis bigger or harder. It's just I'm rich enough to afford shark fin soup.
Yeah, check out this expensive shitty soup.
Yeah. I could just buy no-name brand chicken noodle and it has the same nutritional value and taste.
Campbell's chicken noodle soup is better than shark fin soup.
Yeah. Or just like the yellow package... obviously nobody knows this outside of Canada, but the no-name brand, it's mostly broth and there's 10 noodles and and no chicken, is more nutritious for you than shark fin soup.
The chicken in that is more of an idea than
it's a concept.
Yeah,
it's conceptual chicken.
It's abstract chicken.
It's one of those blind restaurants where you go in and it's dark so you can't see anything, and then you're just tasting it. You're like, I'm getting a hint of chicken here. It tastes like chicken to me. Like,
they turned one of my favorite restaurants in the city into one of those.
Yeah.
And now I have a new group of people to be prejudiced towards. The blind.
Man, could you... Okay, haseveryhappened.com that someone or... several people, a group of people, have gone to that restaurant and jerked off.
Oh, I love where your head's at. It's a victimless crime.
They don't know what's happening, and it's not like you're jerking off into their food.
No, you're just jerking off.
You're literally just jerking.
Just
off.
On the floor, right?
Yeah, or just on your chair, and then you're like, "All right, I'm done. See ya." You leave or whatever. Because how is that? If it hasn't happened, nobody's thinking hard enough.
We can agree that no one is thinking hard enough.
I always
guys, it's big brain time here, okay?
My first thought immediately is always about,
can I jerk off?
Can I has someone? What would I do if I saw someone?
Can I jerk off? Can I jerk someone else off?
Can we jerk each other off?
Yeah.
Dutch rudder style. Do I have to spit on my hand first or can I go in dry?
Is it a brokeback?
Is it a brokeback situation where it's a tiny bit of spit? Somebody has to have done that, right?
Yeah,
absolutely. Somebody's done that.
Maybe what if the blind waiters are doing it?
Ooh, but how do they know where to aim?
I thought you were going to ask, how do they know where their dick is? I'm like, I don't think you know
Blind
how...
people have longer or shorter arms, so they can't just go, dick. They're like, where is it?
Where
lower?
is it?
Lower? Blind people have T-Rex arms. That's a side effect of being blind.
Yeah.
The thing you need the most is your arms, but they're little T-Rex arms.
Yeah,
so you're like
they start at the elbow.
I'm glad I'm not blind.
Yeah, we're scientists.
I'm glad that I'm mostly normal. Mostly.
Yeah. Although recent revelations earlier in the podcast suggest otherwise.
Other than being a mostly heterosexual furry.
Other than the fact that my search history for the last 4 weeks has been nothing but snow leopard tail.
My search history has been snow leopard tail and gay babar porn. And if you don't think I'm looking that up right now,
and you will
babar
not be disappointed.
Oh, it autocorrected to bear.
Not what I'm asking for, Google.
That's just straight. Okay.
Not what I'm asking for.
I'm just going to look up.
Did you mean? No, I didn't. I know what I meant.
Okay, I got some. It's not what I was... This one rules.
Why are they...
Gender-bent Ninja Turtles and trans April O'Neil.
Oh my god. I wasn't ready for that.
That rules. I like the part of the podcast where I Google search things and we describe it.
I was going to say...
Raffaella, Leonella, Donatella, Michaela. It's hard.
Michelle and... I would go Michelangelo. I don't know if that's what it is.
And then I can't tell what April O'Neil's name is, but... Oh, because it's like a dude.
How about Neil O'April?
All right.
Yeah?
I'm listening. Here's Scar with a giant boner. This one's pretty good.
There is your gay babar porn.
No, because that's the queen. That's boobs.
Oh. Pardon me.
It's boobs.
It's babar porn.
It's babar porn. But there's not a lot of it. There's only
it
like...
appears to be just a lot of regular porn.
Yeah. There's Flintstones.
Of course.
I remember... Not to get off brand on this podcast. I remember.
there's. Oh, you just destroyed your whole house.
That is exactly what I wanted to find. I remember being a kid and finding like a teenager, and finding my dad's porn.
A kid. I was 34.
34. I remember finding my dad's porn collection, and in there, one of the issues had the Flint Bones.
Okay.
And it was just a porn parody of the Flintstones, but like really bad production value.
I
believe Ron Jeremy played Fred Flintstone.
Ron, I will die in jail, Jeremy.
Come on. What did he really do?
I don't know. It just seems like he got it wet a lot. I don't know why everyone's so mad.
You're in porn.
Yeah. What do you think? What did you think was going to happen?
Look what you were wearing. Nothing.
No clothes. All right, so before we describe a lot of Google image searches of yet again cartoon porn, let's nip that in the bud. Let's talk about old for a minute.
Okay. Where would you like to begin?
I would like to begin at my favorite line of the movie.
Oh, yeah.
And then work outwards from there.
Oh, no. We're all getting old, and then they just...
Look at the camera.
It's as if our bodies are getting old. Wow!
The Who starts playing.
There's gotta be... Oh, if somebody hasn't done that...
You won't get old again.
If somebody hasn't done that, I'll be very disappointed.
That's true. Yeah, Gael Garcia Bernal putting shades on, and then the Who plays.
Anyways, your favorite line in the movie?
A favorite line was a little piece of dialogue between two characters. Which characters? Doesn't fucking matter. I think one of them was Rufus Sewell.
Yeah, I believe it was also...
Rufus Sewell had the punchline.
It was also Miles from Lost.
Yeah, it was maybe...
him and Rufus Sewell. I know which line you're going to say.
So Miles from Lost says the Asian gentleman from Lost whose hair went gray, and I'm gonna say age 21.
Yeah, probably. But I feel like he dyed it forever.
Yeah, but he was a young Grey.
Yeah, he was a young Grey.
For sure. He says something to the effect of, oh my god, the dog's dead. To which Rufus Sewell...
frantically.
Rufus Sewell, American Nazi from The Man in the High Castle.
I know him as the Prince Adamar from A Knight's Tale.
Nice.
He's the bad guy.
To which he responds, but he was just alive. As things often are before they die.
Before they die.
You are often just alive before you're dead.
Did you, Scott, I have bad news. Your grandmother has passed away. But she was just alive.
She was just alive.
Yeah, and now she's dead.
Yeah, she stopped.
So... I don't even know where to start, because there's so much to unpack about this movie.
Do you want to start at kids fucking?
I mean, Scott, if there's one thing that you personally know about me, other than revealing I'm a furry, is I love when mentally 6-year-old people...
Like, who were physically 6 years old 2 hours ago.
Mere minutes ago.
Yeah.
Have full-on
raw dog,
penetrative, condomless sex, and then just don't have any understanding of what they've just committed.
We were just playing.
We were just having fun. Just boys being boys.
And now she's pregnant.
This
baby is pregnant.
How about the fact that he wrote into the script, then the 6-year-olds fuck?
Yeah. That was in the script.
That was in the script.
Open square bracket. Then the 6-year-olds fuck. Closed square bracket.
I think that was very comical that he decided to make the children make children. Babies having babies.
Yeah.
I also really loved what happened when she had the baby.
Yeah, they didn't also really explain why that happened.
Oh, yeah, literally, it's because you age so fast that if she didn't immediately go right to the tit, it's dead because it's not getting any attention. Because, like, every second is, like, but minutes of...
But shouldn't that be the case for all of them?
Oh, absolutely.
Shouldn't they all have to be eating constantly, or they would starve to death?
It's as if you're confused by the poor writing of this film.
Pardon me.
That is not... To me, that's not even, like, the biggest hole.
It's not.
The first thing, I wanted to say something, but without spoiling it for you before you'd seen it. But I think I might have just... Maybe I asked you, I don't remember. Uh-huh. Did you enjoy the... and I'm going to use this term very loosely.
I've noticed that you do a lot loosely.
The clever manner in which Mr. M. Night Shyamalan decided to show you that time was passing. Did you notice that specific thing he was doing?
By weird camera pans?
Very slow pan away.
Okay, there was one
slow pan back.
There was one that go ahead.
And that not very conceptually cool, especially after you've seen it for the 40th time in the movie.
There was one which was the weirdest series of cinematographical choices. A word? Now it is. And minor spoiler, but who cares?
Minor spoiler.
When mom dies.
Yeah.
When short-haired European. Also, you know my feeling about. Look, you can mix races all you want. Go nuts. Black, white, brown, dog, cat. No, let's not go crazy. Go crazy.
No dogs and cats.
Obviously. Do whatever you want.
Dogs can mix with others.
Yeah.
Cats can mix with everyone except for dogs.
Yes.
Very strict. No cat and dog rule.
Mix all you want. However, no accent mixing. You have to sound the same.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it fucks up your kids.
Yes.
You can't have a Gael Garcia Bernal and her name, but something European.
Julie Delphi.
Julie Delphi?
Yeah.
Not quite Julie Delpy?
Yeah. It's like Super Dolphin.
I guess it is. And yeah, but you can't do that.
Do you really want to know her name, or is it?
It doesn't matter. Anyway,
Vicky
Christina
Krieps,
Barcelona,
Krieps, and she is
Scandinavian.
I'm sorry,
Dutch.
what? She's
Belgian.
from Luxembourg.
I could say, yeah. I was thinking it's something Germany adjacent that isn't Germany. It's one of those dumb country/languages that is half German, and half not. Like your Belgiums, your Luxembourgs, your Liechtensteins, your Switzerlands.
She's in your favorite movie.
My favorite movie.
It involves a man who makes dresses and then comes on them.
Is she in that?
She's in that.
She's not a major character.
She plays Alma.
I can kind of picture her in it now.
Oh, she's
Phantom Thread we're talking about. You need to give Phantom Thread another shot, by the way.
No, I'm never gonna watch a fucking piece of shit again. She appears to be involved in. Why is it saying? Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, she's in some stuff we've seen. But I don't feel like I recognized her from any. Like I mean, she looks familiar. I couldn't. I know her. But then I couldn't tell you from
what she had been in.
But yeah. Anyway,
when this bitch dies, so they're sitting on the beach that makes you old. Just to be clear, not a different beach. It's the old beach.
It's the only beach.
Yeah. I cannot wait to meet an old beach. She's sitting on the beach. She gets up and walks toward the ocean. The camera pans with her, then keeps panning past her.
Oh, there's the water.
To the ocean. Hangs there for a sec.
Look at those waves.
Pans back to where she walked. She's not really there anywhere. It's like she walked back to where she started on the beach. Pans to her there, then keeps panning past her again the other way, like towards the rocks on the other side of the beach, and then hangs there for a while, and then comes back. I'm like, what was all that for?
Well, like this first wave was like 5 years, and then you're like, oh, here she is now after her husband died, and then here's another 5 years, and like, oh, she's fucking dead. I'm every time I see a Shyamalan movie, he thinks he's so like conceptually, I have all of these allegory, like this is an allegory for this, and this means this.
It's an allegory for getting old.
And if you look at this, secretly it means this. But he thinks that comes across like so beautifully, and people are like, oh my god, I can't believe that this is. But really, you look at it, you're like, who wrote this? This is awful. You don't understand how movies work.
Which is crazy because you used to.
And like
for 2 years you did.
He I don't know, it's a real I should have never given you money. Indians money. Because yeah, like he even if you look at a movie that's bad, like Signs.
Sure.
Like Signs, if you remove the main plot device or the main like twist, is kind of a scary movie. Like everything about it is very realistic. You don't just constantly see the aliens.
Yeah, no, it's not badly done in some respects.
Right, they're not like always in your face, and a lot of the early stuff of them, like before they actually like the crop circle and chasing the thing around the house, and like that stuff is genuinely really creepy.
Yeah, and there's one quite good scene. It's like I don't know if it was they were showing it on the news of like a birthday party. Yeah,
that one's scary.
That's a well done scene.
That one's pretty scary, and especially like when you watch the first time, you're like, holy shit. But
also they're allergic to water.
Yeah, the idea of having this great concept, but how you have to have a twist.
Yeah,
and it feels like every time he does the twist, other than I will say that I think The Visit has a good twist because it's not over the top silly.
The twist itself is fine, but it's a terrible movie.
Yeah, like I don't need to see a little wiener white kid rapping.
You leave Marshall Mathers out of this.
Yeah. But the actual like twist of it, like
you leave Lil Dicky out of this.
He has to do the twist for the sake of doing the twist.
Yeah, because rules are rules.
And it's like he doesn't come up with the concept. because he's so busy thinking about like, oh, but if we show the ocean for this, that's like represents depression because the waves are coming and going. And then they're like, yeah, but like, shouldn't we show her like mourning her husband's? Oh,
no.
But if we stay, and then if we go past that to the rocks, it sort of represents like, and they're like, yeah, but like, what's the idea? Like, how is
it represents
she
the time waits for no man? Does it?
Yeah, it's like so. He really doesn't...
Are you sure, M?
He doesn't really think through... You know, he goes 80% and then just runs out of steam. I don't know if you've ever seen that picture of somebody drawing a horse that represents Game of Thrones. And so it's like... pretty decent head from like, and it's broken up into like quarters. And it's like pretty,
and like a good realistic
pretty
head.
good head, and then like a really good second part, really good third and fourth part, like detailed, realistic, and then the fourth part sort of starts to trail.
It's a little sloppier,
and then the last part is just like a 3-year-old drew a horse butt, and that's what his movies are. He has good, like in theory, good ideas, but he just doesn't know how to do anything. And so, like, they need to stop giving him money. Although I don't think
they did for a while.
I don't think they give him money anymore. I think he finances his own movies.
They don't because like
he had to finance Split,
like Split and Glass,
and the Visit. He had to finance both those on his own.
Yeah, Split, the Visit, and Glass were all shot in one location over a weekend
with his own money
for $100.
And luckily, Split made money.
Yeah.
So then they were like, "Oh,
M. Night's back." Here we go.
He's back, baby.
Yeah, the reason Split was okay is because he wrote it when he wasn't retarded.
And and he knew what he was
like. He wrote it around the time of Unbreakable.
Yeah, and he just carried over time. Yeah, but anyways, that wasn't even necessarily the biggest issue I had with it. I think, you saying, like, shouldn't they constantly always be hungry if they're always aging and growing, if the baby dies immediately? But, the inconsistency in which how much they aged.
Yes.
So, like, if you're moving at the same time frame as everyone else, and the kids go from 6 to 11 in, like, 20 minutes... Mm-hmm. But the adults are going like maybe 1 year over that time.
Because the adults don't even think they think only the kids are aging for a while. And honestly, and obviously, like you will notice aging in kids that are growing faster than you'll notice it,
especially in one kid. Anywho,
faster than you'll notice it in adults, but it took them way too long to notice it in themselves.
Yeah, and like there was very subtle graying of the hair.
Yeah.
But it's like none of them noticed any of that until they were already like, oh, now I'm 75.
Here's where I'll disagree. I don't think any of them got to 75. I think they all got to sort of 60 and died of old age.
Yeah.
Like, they were not old enough.
They weren't old enough.
They were going blind and deaf in their 50s.
In their 50s. Oh, no. Scott, they're coming for us.
Oh, no. I've only got 45 more years.
Because you're baby.
Because I'm baby.
What, there was just tons of inconsistency, and then like these are the kind of movies that I actually really hate the writing, obviously, of, because you establish a like very specific set of rules. Like, you go to this island,
a specific set of skills.
No, he does not have a specific set of skills.
I mean, he does, but the skills are very stupid.
The skills are he thinks he's Hitchcock. Mm-hmm. So you establish that you go to this beach, you cannot get off the beach.
I cannot wait to go to this beach.
And time moves at an accelerated rate.
2 years per hour.
Those are the established guidelines of this movie.
Yeah.
But you have to constantly ignore things to make other things work, or to make it look cool.
No, we don't have to ignore it, because they acknowledge the issue when someone brought up, why don't our hair and nails grow? And someone said, because those cells are dead. I'm like, well, that's all well and good, but there's cells underneath those ones that are alive, and that's why your hair and nails grow at all.
And also, are you implying to me, as in the context of this movie, that when you get to whatever age all of those adult characters are, your hair and nails don't grow anymore.
They just stop.
They just stop.
Yeah.
So once you get to like, 40? your hair just stays the same length and never grows. Your nails stay the same and never grow.
I fucking hate dumb movies who think they know there's a plot hole and they in the movie they acknowledge the plot hole. They acknowledge the plot hole, but they don't actually do anything about it. They don't fix it. No. They think acknowledging it is enough, and then it's okay.
They acknowledge it, and you as the audience are going to go, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, but they're not doing it. They're just pointing out there's a plot hole, not fixing it, and all that's doing is showing the few people who didn't already notice that there is a plot hole. So now every single person watching knows that plot hole and that you haven't fixed it.
Yeah, exactly. And so there's so many other ones. There's none of them grew beards. None of them grew any even stubble or facial hair.
They're all smooth. Well, all beard hair.
Oh, I guess beard hair is
all
dead
beard
too.
hair is dead.
Oh, of course, yes. Look
at all this dead shit on my face.
The hot rich girl had 6-pack abs the entire time, but it's not like she's working out.
Yeah, true.
Right? So over the course of time, those would have gone away.
Why do you keep your muscle definition?
None of them, assuming they're not eating right and they're aging, either they should have become gaunt or they should have gained, they should have been conserving weight and gotten fat. Nobody gets to 60, 65, whatever, and is just the same
exact same shape as their 30s.
Shape and muscle definition as they were at 30.
Yeah.
There's so many inconsistencies you just have to throw out the window. But so I'm still not even to the worst part of the movie. The thing that made me the most annoyed.
All right, let me get one out before I forget it, because you'll remember the thing that made you most annoyed. Apparently there were a lot of women on the internet lusting over grown-up version of the Sun. Mm-hmm. And then some guy...
One of the Wolf Boys,
Alex?
Sure. The one who's not in Jumanji.
Yes. Then some guy rightfully pointed out two fairly salient points. One, that character is 6, right? And 2, if a single man had lusted over the grown-up version of the 6-year-old girl, he would be in jail right now.
Well, luckily, I didn't lust over the 6-year-old girl.
No?
Nope. However, there was another character. So if this is supposed to, it made me so just annoyed, but the fact that you don't get to see the dead body of the girlfriend that drowned. You don't get to see the dead body after she's fallen off the cliff.
It was really a lot of avoiding dead bodies.
But you get to see the cut and then pull the giant cancer out.
Yeah, we saw a tumor removal.
Bone breaking, creepy thing.
Yeah.
There's no consistency.
So it's not like he's trying to avoid violence and unpleasantness altogether.
It's like he'll show weird
Rufus Sewell cutting people.
Yeah, but you won't show a dead body. And also the manner in which they very specifically went around showing tits. That they dragged her out of the water face down with some kind of weird blurry thing, put her face down, moved the camera up 8 inches, and then rolled her over.
Yeah.
And also the fact that, what was this? Mid-size sedan?
Mid-size sedan, baby.
He was on the beach for significantly longer than they were.
He was there before them.
And he didn't age.
Did he start a baby? Did he go to the beach as a baby?
No, because he saw it.
No, and I know he did.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, but
I know he went as that exact age.
Even if he started on the beach as 24, let's say.
Yeah.
He was still there for...
some hours.
Several hours before the rest of them
And
came.
he was 30?
And he never even really aged.
No.
Black don't crack. Same with the wife, of Miles from Lost's wife. She didn't age at all.
And you know what?
She looked great.
That coupling, fine. Same accent. Miles and Black Wife.
Yeah.
They can mix.
Is he Korean?
I don't care what he is. He doesn't have an accent.
Well, you better tell Michael Showalter. Black and Korean? No. have to draw a line somewhere. Although it might not be black in Korean. It might be like Namibian in Korean or something.
It might have been specific.
A specific African nation.
No.
But yeah, like he's there for, like, even if he's there for, like, because they showed them in the morning.
Yeah.
Then the rest of the family arrives. They do all of their stuff. It's the next day they go to the beach. So he's been there for a minimum 8 hours.
Yeah.
Like, it has to be a minimum of 8 hours.
Yeah, he should be significantly older.
He should have been like 50.
Yeah, because I thought he was part of it. Which, like, I'm watching him like there has to be a reason he's not old.
You thought he was the smoke monster.
I thought he was maybe a smoke monster. I thought he was maybe friends with M. Night. Up on the character M. Night, not the director M.
Yes.
Night. Did I, when M. Night appeared behind the camera in the actual movie, did I unironically wave to him? Yes, I did. And I probably made some noise, too. But it was not the most noise I made, because the most noise I made was for my new big-titted girlfriend when she first appeared after being a baby. I said out loud, "What have we here?"
I definitely let out an audible "oh," to which my girlfriend said, "What?" And I go,
"Nothing."
Big old booty.
Yeah.
Some big old titties.
Yeah.
She's also in the True History of the Kelly Gang, and you see very nice side boob and bare ass, and luckily she's 20. So no one's going to jail.
Dodged a bullet.
Yes. However,
from the Kelly Gang.
We wouldn't dodge a bullet. I guess what was Jojo Rabbit was maybe filmed in 2018. So
Jojo was maybe even 2019. No, it might be 2019.
2019? Okay.
It's fine.
Then
I'm going to say it's fine. On record, fine.
Did you notice that the guy who ran the hotel and or the secret laboratory, spoiler alert, was Bruno's gay sidekick from Bruno? The one that he makes out aggressively with in the cage?
I kind of recognized him, but I couldn't place it.
At first I saw him and I was like, oh, that guy's in like a good Scandinavian movie that Scott and I like. And then afterwards I looked it up. I was like, nope, he's Bruno. In a good Sacha Baron Cohen movie. And then just like that whole thing of the reveal and the twist and everything. And it's like, are we supposed to be sympathetic towards the good guy, like, pharmaceutical company because they're giving it away for free, but they're also killing people?
I was trying to figure out, is that the twist? That the pharmaceutical guys are sort of good guys because they're
doing it for a good cause?
Because their intent is good? Because the reveal wasn't that there are pharmaceutical guys, because there's clearly like outside forces watching them with cameras the whole time. Yeah. That's made explicit. So that's not a twist. Yeah. So I was trying to figure out, like, I guess that's the twist. Are you even trying anymore?
No, and then like at first I was thinking like, oh, I get it. The whole twist is that, global warming has revealed these rocks that are
magic
gonna kill
old
people.
Rocks.
Like, but yeah, no, the pharmaceutical. Are we supposed to?
Turns out it was the trees doing it.
The one where he goes in the tiger pen, though, that one's pretty fucking good.
That one's
when he gets his arm ripped off, or also the guy who lays down under the lawnmower.
Yeah,
that one's pretty cool too.
Yeah,
but also Mark Wahlberg being the worst actor in the history of mankind, not so much.
Out of breath the whole movie for some reason.
The bees are disappearing. Have you guys heard about this? Have you seen this? These bees?
Guys, I'm a science teacher.
I know science. Also, I blinded a Vietnamese man and went to prison. No, not prison, jail.
Yeah,
difference.
Short term.
But yeah, are we supposed to feel happy or relieved that, they took all these people that were probably going to die anyways, but they used them.
We're all going to die.
But they also killed a bunch of innocent people, and then they're like, it's a real. Don't worry, like, we'll bring Mr. Burns back to life once we've secured 18 stabbings.
We're up to 14.
Hey, yeah, it's just such a dumb. Like, the bad guys are actually the good guys, but the good guys were also the good guys.
Everyone's cool.
Everyone's good, and
especially the chief medical officer who has homicidal schizophrenia.
Mm-hmm.
I
like that part though. I actually thought that was the most interesting part of the movie.
It was interesting, but how did he get his job if that was a possibility?
No, but I think it was a cause of him getting older.
Sure.
Like, he obviously didn't really have it.
But he had a mental issue.
Well, what it could have been, too, is, like, he could have genuinely... Like, what would have been maybe more interesting to us is he could have genuinely been a serial killer. Or have the tendencies of a serial killer. Or something.
What was the movie with Jack Nicholson and Marlon Brando?
I don't know. Was there a movie with Jack Nicholson and Marlon Brando?
I forgot to look it up afterwards.
Ivan and Dr. Moreau.
That's the one. Jack Nicholson was a kitty cat. But yeah, my other favorite thing was in the pharmaceutical place. The one like lower scientist says to the main guy, "Hey, maybe we should stop mixing the mental health problems and physical health problems, so like because they're very different and they seem to be conflicting with each other a lot." And like the head scientist says, "Shut up!
Hey, get back to fucking work!"
Like it was a very good point, and he just tells him to fuck off.
Yeah,
I like that a lot.
The movie is 1976's The Missouri Breaks, which is sort of a Western, and Marlon Brando plays an Indian.
Nice. I would never have got that, but I like it.
He does Indian face.
Of course he does Indian face.
I've seen it, but I couldn't tell you a thing that happens in it. Yeah, I just could have gone on forever. Like there were like little tiny bits of the concept that I liked,
but so little was done with it. Like it is based on a short story, and it should be a short story.
Yeah. There's only so much you could do. Like
there's more you can do, but he didn't do it.
I liked the idea that you couldn't swim out because you would pass out and drown. I thought that was an interesting little twist. But there was also like, couldn't you in theory have just like walked the shoreline, like the coastline of the rocks around the point to get out?
Well, you can't. There was nothing to walk because the beach ends and it's just rocks.
You can climb on the rocks to go, right?
I guess you could climb around the rocks.
Or are the rocks also going to make you pass out and die?
Well, I like that they literally came up with the solution and then didn't do it. They're like, what if we walk...
Somebody has to sacrifice 20 years of their life to get out.
Which, by my count, sacrificing 20 years of your life is better than dying.
And by my count, sacrificing 20 years of your life is called getting married. Fucking got him.
So many finger guns.
Yeah, there was just so much that that could have been. It's every M. Night movie though, and it's actually a lot of more mainstream like science fiction-y or like weird thrillers where they have a really good concept, but then when it comes time to execute, they just don't have enough to actually follow through with like the whole story.
When it comes time to execute, I would like to execute M. Night Shyamalan.
I looked up what his full name is.
Mr.
Manoj.
Oh.
Neliatu.
Wouldn't it be cute if it was Mr. Night Shyamalan?
Mr. Night Shyamalan. But yeah, I mean, please stop letting him do things.
It's very... He should keep doing
After Earth. That's all I'm going to say. I like critical receptions here. Old's got, like, it's at 56% Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, Old has these weird middling reviews. Yeah. Like, it shouldn't.
I understand why, though, because it does appeal to a much broader audience. Like, Glass was a very specific audience, and you kind of... They in the trailers and in the build-up marketing for it, they really made it like, oh, you have to have seen Split and Unbreakable to get this movie, which I'm sure a lot of people...
There's like a checklist you have to fill out to see Glass. You have to see Unbreakable, you have to see Split, and you have to like movies that are shot in one location and have the most unceremonious deaths in the history of film.
Just the dumbest. Like a random nobody character killed Bruce Willis.
Yeah, that's right.
Like just a guy.
Yeah.
Killed the main character of the movie.
Drowned him in a puddle. And Sam Jackson got shot in the tummy.
Yep.
And fell out of his chair. Didn't he get shot?
He just gets knocked out of his chair. James McAvoy gets shot in the stomach.
Sorry, when McAvoy gets shot in the tummy. Yeah. And little boys don't get like getting shot in the stomach.
No.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, it definitely appeals to a much broader audience than like The Visit was very clearly a horror movie.
Yeah.
And then Glass, you had to have seen the other two movies. So this one, I understand why it's getting like
The Happening. You have to be mentally retarded and from Boston.
You have to be, and you have to try and remove a Vietnamese man's eye.
And stop 9/11.
and try and stop 9/11. Yeah, and only be in Peter Berg movies.
Yeah,
my boy Peter Berg.
Yep.
Well, it's interesting. I'm gonna get on my segue here.
Oh.
And try not to fall backwards when your natural momentum is, I'm going too far forward. I should lean backwards. Oh no, I fell over.
George Bush style.
Yeah. Or also somebody else. Oh, Kenny on Kenny vs. Penny. When he's got what's the bread's name? No, I used to remember the bread's name.
I don't.
When he's got Spenny trapped on the like swing set thing. I remember he puts the pool underneath with the electric eel in it, and then he. What's the goddamn bread's name? And he keeps talking, and then he like loses his balance, and because your body's natural reaction when you're falling backwards is to lean forward, but that makes you go forward. So then, that episode, if he had just stayed off the fucking segue, but I mean that's the whole. Bradley. I don't know. Anyways,
it could be Bradley.
Anyways,
I don't know.
I'm gonna get on my segue and not fall off.
Okay.
Because speaking of M. Night Shyamalan, he has a movie in the year that we are starting off with.
Yes, I guess we got 5 years of Oscars to talk about, so let's probably do it.
So as we stated in the previous episode, if you hopefully listened to it, and if not, if you're starting right now, what the fuck are you doing?
Interesting choice.
One of the two of us, possibly the baby one, decided
that could be anyone.
He had 200 episodes of Criminal Minds recorded on his DVR, and he had to rewatch all of them.
I like procedurals.
And he didn't want to keep watching movies. And before you get all defensive and start whining and I gotta change your diaper again, I'm also kind of glad that we did this. There are
important point.
There are too many movies to watch in a week, and I just don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Also, when you get to The End of the Affair, Music of the Heart, Tumbleweeds, The Straight Story, which you and I will never understand.
I don't get it.
Sweet and Lowdown. Hey,
that's Woody Allen. Let's be.
I know, but that's just another one I'd have to watch, right?
It's so many. Like for each year of the 90s, I'd have to watch 20 movies.
Absolutely, me too. So we stated on the previous podcasts, probably the last three, that for the 90s, we were going to do two separate episodes. We're going to do 99 to 95 and 94 to 90.
Yeah.
We decided last episode on air that we're just going to do Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actor, Best Actress, and then if there's something worth mentioning for supporting, we would say it. Yeah. But if not, we're probably not even going to mention it.
Yeah.
Just so that way we can just blow through it all, because otherwise it would take us forever to get through all of them. We're not going to do who we think are the nominees. We're just going to do who the actual winner was and who we think the winner is. And then if there's any very minor references or notes that we have. That way we can get through it a lot quicker and we don't have to spend, 40 minutes on each Oscars.
Yeah. Which we'll try not to.
So let's just do it. Do it. Just do it. So I'm going to start at Best Actress for 1999. The winner was Hilary Swank for Boys Don't Cry. I don't even have my notes up, so I couldn't tell you who I chose.
It's a secret.
I did not do Hilary Swank for Boys Don't Cry. I think Boys Don't Cry is good, but my Best Actor and Best Actress are from the same movie.
Are they from actor and actress? Are they from American Beauty?
They are not.
Are they from...
A bold statement. I think American Beauty gets a little bit over fetishized. It's very good.
Yeah.
But I think it gets too much hype for what it actually is.
I don't have it in my 1 1, 2, 3. I don't have it in my top 6 for the year.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I do or not. I haven't done that. For Best Actress, do you have Hilary Swank?
I potentially have Hilary Swank.
Oh my god.
Do you...
I didn't write down any other people. I just wrote down who I thought were the winners.
So what I did was I wrote down all the worthwhile movies. Also, we haven't said it in a while. Just to be clear, for these Oscar things, the only movies we can consider for these are movies that got some Oscar nomination.
Yeah, if you got one nomination,
it doesn't have to be in the category we're talking about.
Sound editing.
If it got a nom for best sound,
but we think it's a much better movie than the Academy.
Maybe it's best picture. Yeah. But
which has definitely happened.
Absolutely. Yeah, the ones that get the good ones in there often are screenplay, and actually in the 90s I found a lot of sound.
A lot of sound.
Yeah,
a lot of sound.
It's weird.
Okay, so you wrote down...
So I wrote down all the worthwhile movies, and then beside them, I wrote worthwhile actors in the movies. What I did.
So I was just doing, just to save time, so it wasn't 30 minutes per year, I just did who I thought won.
Yeah.
I know, there's a couple years that I wrote down, a note that just says, a movie or two movies, just to, say something about, but...
Yeah, so a lot of them I don't have specific actor and actress winners because I wanted to work through it. I think most I have... I think all I have Best Picture and Best Director winners.
Okay.
But I'm trying to think who are your actor and actress from Election?
Possibly.
See? I'm very open to that, actually.
Okay. In order to make
I like Witherspoon for Election.
In order for this to go faster, then you might not be able to list all of the people you have for things.
Well, I don't even specifically have people. I'm like these. I wrote down people who, hey, they could be.
Yeah, but that kind of.
But I'm not gonna say.
Okay,
them all.
I was gonna say. No. If you're gonna say all of them, that defeats the purpose of not having.
No, the notes are from me.
Okay, yeah. So for Best Actress, I put Reese Witherspoon for Election.
Yeah, I was thinking Hillary, but
You're gonna enact your one steal.
Yeah, there definitely won't be any more. Yeah, because I definitely have written down all of my actor and actress winners, and not 0 of them.
Okay,
but yeah, Election rocks. Election is so good.
Election's amazing.
Best Alexander Payne movie.
Yeah, maybe.
I might say
yeah, maybe. And so Best Actor originally was Kevin Spacey, which, he's a cool dude who does cool stuff, but I gave it to Matthew Broderick for Election.
I was kind of thinking Broderick or Spacey. It appears to be either Election or the person who won for both categories.
Here's the thing. I'm giving Matthew Broderick
Cusack for being John Malkovich was in
consideration
discussion
for me
as well.
Yeah.
I might actually do that.
I gave it to Matthew Broderick because Election's a good movie.
Yes.
And because he has had to have face-to-face sex with Sarah Jessica Parker for many years, and any man that can do that deserves an award.
And he killed a woman.
And he killed a woman. Not on purpose, but he killed her. Yeah, so I went both from Election. So you're saying you're going to go John Cusack?
I'll go Cusack.
Okay.
We're not talking supporting, but... There are there are 5 people in Magnolia who should all win Best Supporting Actor or Actress.
Yeah. I the only thing I remember about this year, honestly, is being very surprised that Michael Clark Duncan didn't win for The Green Mile for Best Supporting.
Yeah.
I remember watching the Oscars that year and just being like, really?
Yeah,
but like Michael Caine's not he's fucking Michael Caine.
You gotta go old British guy.
You gotta go old British guy who definitely deserves it.
Was Tom Hanks' Green Mile in consideration for actor for you? I know you like your Hanks.
It's a middle of the road Tom Hanks for me.
I agree.
It's along the lines of Road to Perdition, or it's a good Tom Hanks movie, but he's not at his best. Like,
yeah.
It's not like his amazing performance. It's not Turner and Hooch or Splash or Big or Big, another movie where a child fucks an adult.
That's true. I think he was actually nominated for Big.
He was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. So,
but yeah, like Magnolia, Tom Cruise, Philip Seymour Hoffman, William H. Macy, Julianne Moore, John C. Reilly should all get Oscars for that movie.
Absolutely.
Also, PSH had a good year. Magnolia and Tally Mr. Ripley. Two good ones.
Yeah.
And actually, Matt Damon, Mr. Ripley, is in consideration.
Yeah, absolutely.
For Best Actor.
I mean, Jude Law got nominated for Best Supporting.
Jude Law for supporting. Yeah.
So Best Director was Sam Mendes for American Beauty. Again, like I said, I think American Beauty is a little bit overhyped for what it is.
It's good, but not Best Picture.
I mean, I went Spike Jonze for being John Malkovich.
I kind of wanted to, and in a lot of other years I would have, but I went Paul Thomas Anderson for Magnolia.
Okay. Not even nominated.
Which is, that's bullshit. Okay. And Magnolia is one of my favorite movies of all time.
And then Best Picture, again, American Beauty, same thing. A little overhyped, not really that into it. I went with The Green Mile.
Okay.
I remember the very first time I watched it, I cried like a little girl.
What did you cry at? Because I did, but I'll tell you exactly what I cried at.
1999, I was 13.
I was 8.
-8. I remember crying when the mouse got killed.
I remember. P.S. End of sentence for me.
Oh, okay.
I don't give a shit. You can kill. Well, man. Whew. I'm very glad I stopped myself on that sentence.
Was the word going to...
You can kill all the BRs you want.
I thought it was going to end
Just line them up and knock them down.
I thought it was going to end with 2 G's and an ER.
No. But no, even there's something very ugly about the sentence, you can kill all the BRs you want.
The BR things.
Line them up, knock them down, I will not shed a tear. You kill that mouse, I'm going to cry.
Yeah, the mouse...
Only the mouse,
When they find him with the dead girls and he says that he tried to save them.
Yeah.
That part. And then obviously just the end. Like, I remember crying through this whole fucking movie.
Just the mouse.
Well, that's fine. You cry at other movies, so. Like animated movies with princesses in them.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
But not the first time. Maybe because it was in a theater and I don't cry in theaters.
And you were embarrassed. You're like, I can't let anybody see me.
Yeah.
They'll call me gay.
I honestly couldn't tell you the last time I cried in a theater.
I can tell you the last time I cried in the theater.
Was it old?
No.
Was it Zola?
It was Zola. It was the 20 minutes of Zola before I walked out. I cried. No, I think the Lego movie.
Okay, yeah. I think
when we didn't invite you.
Where you didn't invite me. Because, this is a movie for babies, and Scott will be mad if
kind of.
he has to see it.
Kind of, and also we just didn't like you. So
that's also fair. I think I got a sniffle at, speaking of Spike Jonze, Where the Wild Things Are.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's the last movie you cried in theaters?
I don't cry. Well, I can't let other people see my weakness.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. And I didn't cry. I had like a sniff. Yeah.
A quick one. I'm sure I've cried at other movies. I just can't think of them. But
I don't think I cried. I do remember getting choked up at the beginning of The Lion King in theaters.
The new live action.
Yeah, the live action.
And you cried because you were like, they're ruining my childhood.
No, because I saw it in theater, and like just like the opening circle like that, I'm like, I don't know, like I wasn't sad.
No,
it was just like,
it's
it was just like emotionally overwhelming, I guess.
I mean,
and I was what, 1 year old?
Sure. Yeah.
1994. Yeah, I was probably 1.
Yeah. Are you giving Magnolia Best Picture?
I am.
Okay.
Others in consideration being John Malkovich, Election, Fight Club, South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut.
Yeah.
One of the hardest laughing.
What
am I trying? How? What is a way to say that sentence? The hardest I've laughed in a movie, I guess, is a non-stupid way to say that. But like South Park, Team America, both Parker and Stone joints. Borat, Anchorman, probably.
Yeah, maybe.
And maybe even the first Hangover.
Talladega Nights.
I remember laughing a lot at too.
I laughed a lot. Man, it's been a while since there's been
since I've laughed at a movie.
Since there's been a good comedy.
I think they stopped. Did they stop making comedies?
No, but like all the comedies they make now are just the same thing. Like I thought Neighbors was pretty funny, but it's just a Seth Rogen movie.
Yeah,
and like there were parts of movies I thought were funny, but like actually,
like start to finish,
laughed
hilarious,
really hard. And like I guess like second Borat was funny.
Sure, yeah.
Like I laughed a lot at the second Borat movie. But yeah, like more recently, I couldn't tell you what the best comedy of the last 10 years was.
Greener Grass.
Greener Grass, yeah.
Greener Grass fucking rocks.
Greener Grass is really funny, yeah. But that's a... I guess maybe I'm thinking of like a mainstream...
Yeah. And honestly, in terms of mainstream comedies...
movie, a Ben Stiller movie, whoever comedians are now these days.
I don't have a good answer. Amy Schumer.
Yeah.
Trainwreck is my favorite comedy.
How about I Feel Pretty?
Ooh. Oh, so pretty. I feel pretty and witty and gay.
Chubby girls are funny and pretty.
Yeah. Is Amy Schumer like 400 pounds now?
She's pretty chunker.
Yeah.
And her husband's retarded.
Yep.
And her baby's also retarded.
In good company.
Okay, so 1998. Did
I have anything else I wanted to say about 99?
No, you're done.
I like that Life got nominated.
Yeah. I
really like that movie.
Me too.
Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence. Good stuff.
You gonna eat your cornbred.
There's gonna be consequences and repercussions.
Yep. It's a good
That's
movie.
fucking good. Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me got nominated.
Yep.
Anything else? The Matrix.
The Matrix, no joke, The Matrix was in consideration for me for Best Picture.
Yeah,
I really thought about it and was like, ugh.
Yeah, I think I actually didn't say it. Yeah, but the 6 I was considering were Magnolia, John Malkovich, Election, Fight Club, The Matrix, South Park. Those are my top 6 for the year.
I really thought, I was like, oh, The Matrix is really good, but it's also been 20 years since I've seen
Matrix is really good, but it's The Matrix Revolutions.
That's true. Or whatever the fourth one's called.
Oh, yeah.
Matrix
Regeneration. This time, everyone's trans.
Did
you know that The Matrix is an allegory for being trans? No, it's not. Shut up.
All right, 1998. Best Supporting Actress was Dame Judi Dench in Shakespeare in Love. No one saw it. No one cares. Except for Scott saw it and loves it. It's his favorite movie.
I mean,
also we've given Dame Judi Dench like 5 Oscars between the 3.
I've definitely thrown some shit at that old bitch.
Yeah, absolutely.
One thing I noticed in terms of Best Actress. Oh, and there's one right here, and one in '99. Meryl Streep got nominated for every single movie in the '90s, and also largely into the 2000s.
Yeah.
But I feel the 2000s, it was mostly good movies that people had seen.
A lot of the 90s stuff I've never even heard of.
Have you heard of One True Thing, which she got nominated for in 1998?
It looks to be something about rape.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm back in.
Renee Zellweger, William Hurt, and the guy from Gremlins. I don't know. I can't see his face. The only guy who doesn't get a header on the poster.
He is not above the title.
Tom Everett Scott.
I know that name.
Yeah, he was big in the 90s.
Yeah.
I'm sure you recognize him.
Yeah.
An American Werewolf in Paris, I believe.
That's right.
Yeah. So who did you best actress?
Great question. Let's have a look. Did I write anything down? No.
I wrote one that
Let me look ahead and see if I've written down any.
Oh my god, ladies and gentlemen of the podcast
or actresses.
This is what I deal with on a weekly basis.
I've wrote down. You know what? I've actually written down a couple,
Good
but
for you.
not for 1998. So let's have a look.
The one that I wrote down, I'm not 100% convinced is the lead actress. However, a lot of the story revolves around her, and her character's reveal at the end is very important to the plot. So I'm considering her a lead actress.
I'm assuming you're talking about Cate Blanchett in Elizabeth, where it's revealed at the end of the movie that she's the queen.
No, but I do like Cate Blanchett and everything. So
yeah, she's great.
But it's not that. What was it? What was the movie even nominated for?
Are you giving Reese Witherspoon her second straight Oscar for Pleasantville?
I am not. But
do you like Pleasantville?
But it is somebody in Pleasantville.
Oh, Joan Allen?
It's Joan Allen.
Yeah.
Because, like, the whole story does revolve around her
It largely
character.
does, actually, yeah.
And the ending is...
well, that probably answers my next question. Do you like Pleasantville?
I do.
I do, too.
Yeah. I also, just a quick shout-out to Pleasantville, because obviously we're not doing supporting, is...
Jeff Daniels.
Jeff Daniels in that movie.
Jeff Daniels is great.
Very good in that movie.
He is so likable.
Yeah. And Chris Cooper,
movie.
too, right? Chris Cooper... No, William H. Macy.
Macy.
Yeah, Macy's also really good in that movie. It's a very good movie. Like, it's very, very interesting concept. Yeah. I like it a lot.
I love Jeff Daniels in it.
I love Jeff Daniels in pretty much everything.
Absolutely.
Except for the second Dumb and Dumber movie. I remember watching Fly Away Home a lot as a kid.
Mm-hmm. My sister watched a lot of Fly Away Home. Yeah.
I think I watched it a lot because my sister would rent it a lot.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. So who did you put as your best actress?
Well,
let me tell you.
What bitches do I have?
Also, I lied. I read Best Supporting Actress. It wasn't Dame Judi Dench. It was Gwyneth Paltrow. I just didn't scroll up high enough.
Oh, well, I mean, you said Best Supporting Actress. I thought you were just saying who won Best Supporting Actress.
Best Lead Actress, because I thought I had scrolled up, so it was the first two.
You didn't.
So it is Gwyneth Paltrow, which nobody saw or likes that movie except for Scott. He saw it and he likes that movie.
Fine in it.
Isn't she fake trans in it? Doesn't she play a dude?
I mean, everyone is in Shakespeare times.
Good.
That's just how it was then.
Good.
It was a freer time.
And
so Cate Blanchett in Elizabeth is good. I wasn't sure if Joan Allen was lead, but if she is, she's really in contention. Emma Thompson, Primary Colors.
Yep.
I don't think you can say Laura Linney in Truman Show is a lead. I'd say she's supporting.
She's supporting. Because also she's not even like there's two female characters in that kind of split the time.
Yeah.
So
it's sort of, I'd say it's between Cate Blanchett and Joan Allen, and I sure like Pleasantville a lot more than Elizabeth.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna act my one steal.
Your one steal of the podcast? Okay. Okay, yeah. So for the rest of this, for Best Actor and Best Picture, I'm like, no joke, I'm completely fucking gutted that I can't
make it happen in real life.
Give it to Roberto Benigni for Life is Beautiful and Life is Beautiful.
Okay.
But it is the same year as Saving Private Ryan, which is genuinely one of my 5 favorite movies of all time.
This is going to be tough when I don't give it to either of those.
Well, that's fine. You don't have to. But
good.
Best actor for me is Tom Hanks in Saving Private Ryan. The scene when they're all fighting on top of the hill and he just sort of like reveals who he is, his wife, he's a school teacher, he wants to get home to see her, and then just the final scene he has in the movie, no matter how many times I see the movie, I fucking bawl like a baby.
Can confirm. I might have been there for the most recent time.
Yeah, the most recent one. Yeah, absolutely. Every time makes me cry. Like, it's amazing. But also, Life is Beautiful is such a fucking amazing movie.
Yeah, no, it's great for sure.
So yeah, anyways, Roberto Benigni won for Life is Beautiful, but I'm giving it Tom Hanks, Saving Private Ryan.
If he hadn't been such a goof when he got his award, he could keep it.
He's a happy Italian man.
He's a baby the bobby.
Hey, a baby bobby. I suck your dick. You suck my dick.
We suck them both the dick. Hanks is definitely a strong option for sure. Not that he's winning, but another guy, a guy who had a good year this year, Billy Bob Thornton for both A Simple Plan and supporting in Primary Colors.
Yep.
Jim Carrey, Truman Show, I like a lot.
Also Ed Norton for American History X.
And also Ed Norton for American History X. And also Robin Williams for What Dreams May Come. A movie that I don't know if is good, but I like.
It's
interesting.
It's interesting. It's got interesting concepts for sure.
Yeah.
And it looks cool.
It does look cool.
And you know what? Shout out to Cuba Gooding for being good in that too.
Yeah. Maybe the last time it was good.
When's Jerry Maguire?
When Snow Dogs.
when is
Boat
Daddy Daycare? No. What's
cheaper.
the boat? What's the boat one?
Boat Trip?
No. Is it Boat Trip?
I think it might be Boat Trip.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
I'm not positive, but it might be Boat Trip.
Isn't it? Maybe it is Boat Trip. I don't know.
Because there's a period of time where he only did movies that were 2 4-letter words. Snow Dogs, Boat Trip, a third example.
Boat Trip.
I think it's Boat Trip.
No, he was in Daddy Day Camp.
Okay. But was he also in Boat Trip?
He was also in Boat Trip. And Boat Trip and Snow Dogs. Same year.
Same year. That's what I'm talking about. You win an Oscar, you do that.
Correct.
That's the move. Respect.
I guess I'll be giving... Okay, anyways. So, you were saying. Best actor.
Norton, Hanks, Carey.
So, when you said you weren't just going to list all of the people...
I have so many more. I could go...
You lied to my face.
I could go much harder on this if you'd like me to.
But you literally... When you said, I'm not just going to list all of the people, and then you lied, because you are just going to list all of them.
You know who else? Warren Beatty and Bulworth. I like Bulworth a lot.
I like Bulworth, too. I like Bulworth a lot, too.
Yeah. And fucking sick soundtrack.
Yeah.
You get a Superstars. Your other...
Name a third song.
Norton, Hanks, Carey. Norton. You can
flip a coin and just pick one.
I'm going Norton.
Okay. How about George Clooney?
I'm going Norton. You know what? I haven't written down. See, I didn't say all the people. Mm-hmm. I'm going Norton partly so I don't get accused of doing another steal. But Norton's great in it.
Yeah, I mean,
he's awesome.
It's a great movie.
I like Ed Norton a lot.
I like Ed Norton a lot too. Best director was Steven Spielberg for Saving Private Ryan. Surprise, surprise! I kept him.
I let him have that one.
Okay. And
you get one Spielberg.
And Best Picture was Shakespeare in Love. And surprise, surprise! Saving Private Ryan.
Surprise, surprise! Truman Show.
You know what? That is a very good other option.
Love that movie.
Life is Beautiful as well, and also The Thin Red Line.
Yeah,
surprisingly, the only other Terrence Malick movie I really like.
Right. Yeah, the big ones in consideration for me were Truman Show, Saving Private Ryan, Thin Red Line, American History X were kind of the big ones in contention. And yeah, I love Truman Show, and if we were doing supporting actors, I think I'd give it to Ed Harris.
I would definitely give it to Ed Harris because I don't know if you know the story of that, but he actually didn't get brought in to play that character until like 6 days before production.
Right.
Because this is going to sound stupid, but I think it was Brian Dennehy. And Dennehy pulled out last minute.
So he had to go do Tommy Boy?
Because he had to pull out last minute. Oh. And so Ed Harris lived 5 minutes from the studio.
Who's near?
And they were and also he's a great actor. Yeah. But yeah, they just called him up, and so he did all of that on 6 days notice.
Nice.
That's wild.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And he had a cool hat.
He did have a cool. That was a very popular hat in the mid '90s.
Yeah.
I believe Kelly still has one and wears it sometimes because he's lame and old. So 1998 or 1997.
Yep.
The lead actress was Helen Hunt in As Good as It Gets. I kept her. I think she's great in that movie.
It's between her and one other person, and I might give it to the other person.
So that you don't have the same as me again? You coward.
I'm not
you
copying.
Coward. That's not copying. That's who won.
Shut up. I'm talking.
The men are talking.
Yeah. There's a third, but it would definitely be in third place. Joan Cusack in In-N-Out. I love Joan Cusack.
Oh, yeah. I like In-N-Out.
She's great.
In-N-Out's very good.
Honestly, Joan Cusack has always charmed me since Toys, which is an objectively bad movie. That one I like, and I have always liked Joan Cusack since then. What? Grosse Point Blank. She's awesome. Love her.
Yeah. So best.
So my other, the one fighting with Helen Hunt, who I think is going to beat Helen Hunt, is Jodie Foster for Contact.
Oh, okay.
I love Contact.
Yeah, Contact's very good.
I love sci-fi movies with aliens where you're not fighting the aliens. Right. I love Contact. Right. I love Arrival.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I like that
how about,
story.
Have you ever seen Close Encounters of the Third Kind?
Yes.
That's
Same
also
Z's.
another good one. Like,
Samesies.
Like, good, like, friendly aliens where the whole movie isn't about their technology's better than us, but we're going to win the war because they got a cold. Or if you dump water on them, they die.
Yeah.
No, it's good. Yeah, the well-written sci-fi where the aliens aren't evil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where it's just not...
Or colonizers.
Where it's not just Independence Day.
Yeah.
Which got a nomination.
Lead actor was Jack Nicholson for As Good as It Gets, and of course I'm fucking keeping him because I enjoy a creepy man who has OCD and autism.
Yeah, I found his character unrelatable.
Oh, really?
But I still let him keep his trophy because he's great in it. Man, I remember watching that Oscars and I'm like, oh, Helen Hunt wins Best Actress, Jack Nicholson wins Best Actor. As Good as It Gets is going to win Best Picture. And then, nope, goddamn boat trip one.
Boat trip.
Bad boat trip.
Boat Trip and Snow Dogs won. Co-winner.
My other
4 years before it came out.
My other considerations for actor were Kevin Spacey for LA Confidential.
Cool
guy. And Dustin Hoffman for Wag the Dog, which we watched pretty recently. And held the fuck up. Yeah. That movie's great.
I just have a notes section underneath where I both wrote down Wag the Dog and LA Confidential because both of those are excellent movies.
Yeah, I couldn't give Hoffman the win over Nicholson. I can absolutely give De Niro supporting.
Yes. Although Robin Williams, Good Will Hunting... No, I don't think I could take it away from Robin.
That's tough. But
any other year, maybe probably.
But we'd be talking about De Niro.
But also, I remember thinking how weird it was that Hoffman was the lead.
Yeah,
because De Niro's the lead, I think.
Yeah,
De Niro's character is what sets off the whole story.
If Hoffman is a lead, so is De Niro.
Yeah, I remember seeing that and thinking weird.
Yeah,
but yeah, I guess that's who they decided. Like. It's not like Hoffman in 1997 was a bigger name than Robert De Niro in 1997. No, they were
both really big names. Yeah. And Pacino and Depp in Donnie Brasco are both good.
Oh, yeah. Donnie Brasco is a really underappreciated, underrated movie that I don't think a lot of people have seen.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's very, very good.
Yeah.
I like the dynamic change when Pacino goes from being like the tough, like macho, arrogant guy to then like Depp takes over and Pacino becomes kind of like a wimpy coward.
His sub.
Yeah. Like, it's great. That when switch of dynamic in the movie
when
is
Johnny
awesome.
Depp becomes a Dom.
a Dom vocal top.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really like that switch in the movie. That's really good.
Yeah.
So Best Director was James Cameron for Titanic. I gave it to him, and I think it's for the same reason that we gave Peter Jackson for Lord of the Rings.
It's an achievement.
He revolutionized things. He created new types of technology, new types of filming, new styles.
Yeah.
Like, it's an achievement that only happens every, 7 or 8 years.
Who even directed As Good as It Gets? It got nominated for everything except director.
James L. Brooks.
I guess so. He produced it.
James L. Brooks.
Okay.
Yeah, James L. Brooks.
I mean, you kind of want to give it to Deconstructing Harry because Woody Allen's cool.
I forgot that Adam McGoyan got nominated for the Sweet Hereafter.
Oscar nominee.
Adam McGoyan.
Canada's own. Atom. Egoyan. Up and Atom. Egoyan.
Yeah. I mean...
maybe his only good movie.
I think, LA Confidential is really good. I think Boogie Nights is really good.
Boogie Nights is great, and Paul Thomas Anderson never had a miss.
Yeah.
Burt Reynolds got nominated for it, right? For supporting.
He did.
Julianne Moore's good in it. Marky Mark is also there.
Marky Mark's good in it.
Yeah, it's one of his only good movies.
Roles. Yeah.
I don't know how I haven't mentioned Gattaca or Ethan Hawke yet, but that's worth mentioning. Shout out to actually a lot of like sick movies got nominations that we can't give awards to, but fucking Con Air,
Face Off,
Fifth Element, Starship Troopers, Air Force One, all fucking sick movies.
Yeah. All those movies
not winning anything, but rad that they're in the conversation.
Well, considering Best Sound had Air Force One, Con Air in it,
Yeah.
And sound editing had Face Off and The Fifth Element.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to give them all tons of other nominations.
I know, but
like if there was just
they're all rad
movie nominations.
Now we're talking. Con Air, high up on the list of rad movies.
Mad shout out to Paul Verhoeven for Starship Troopers. Like if I wasn't taking this somewhat seriously,
Best Picture,
he wins Best Director and Best Picture.
Love it.
Paul Verhoeven is one of the most insane filmmakers of the last 40 years.
His movie before this would have been Showgirls,
and then RoboCop.
Yeah,
and he rules.
Just nuts.
He rules. So yeah, anyways, did you do James Cameron as well?
I guess I sort of have to. Quentin for Jackie Brown?
I've never seen Jackie Brown.
It's really good. It's like...
It's the only one I've never seen.
It doesn't get talked about, and I hadn't seen it probably since the late 90s until a few years ago, where we did like a Tarantino... marathon of not all of them but a lot,
like
and
when,
I was like, oh,
Christopher Guest one.
This is I do like the Christopher Guest one. I'm like, yeah, this is as good as all the other Quentin movies. It's really
is
good.
It as good as it gets?
It is as good as good as it gets. Yeah, that's a tough one. I think Men in Black is Best Picture. What are we doing?
Best Director. Are you doing James Cameron?
Guess I have to.
Okay.
Not happy about it.
I mean, it's fair. It's revolutionizing film.
That's my second James Cameron because I have to.
Yeah, but the other one was for the same reason, but he didn't win. But
yeah.
And then Best Picture was Titanic. No.
Nope.
I went As Good as It Gets. I think maybe it's of all the movies on this list, it's the one I watched most recently.
Okay.
I probably rewatched it like 2 months ago.
Recency bias.
Yeah, a little bit, but also it's really fucking good.
It is really fucking good. I'd say the ones in the running.
He also just to go back. There is also Jack Nicholson saying the F word 30 times in that
great.
Movie.
It's a Greg Kinnear.
Which you can probably not do now.
To and about Greg Kinnear.
To and about Greg Kinnear. Yeah. Oh yeah, like it's crazy.
As Good as It Gets. LA Confidential, Wag the Dog, Jackie Brown, Boogie Nights, Donnie Brasco are like the ones in contention.
Yeah, I mean Full Monty's good too.
Yeah,
just not as good as being nominated for Best Picture and Best Director. But
yeah, I think I'm gonna slide it over to LA Confidential.
Okay,
yeah,
I cannot be mad about that.
I like it a lot.
It's a very good movie.
I love the pseudo noir shit.
Yeah.
I love old Hollywood.
Don't worry, Hollywood loves old Hollywood, so
true.
You're not alone. Okay, so this one in 1996. So lead.
Oh, sorry. Contact was also in the running for Best Picture.
So lead actor was Jeffrey Rush for Shine, which I haven't seen.
Let me tell you about Best Actor. I got strong opinions on this one.
Okay.
They almost nailed it.
Do I disagree with you on this, or
I don't know.
No,
I don't think you do.
Oh, okay.
They almost nailed Best Actor, but just missed the mark.
Okay.
They gave it to the wrong kind of retard. They gave it to Jeffrey Rush for Shine Retard. Should have given it to Billy Bob Thornton for Sling Blade Retard. That's my legitimate stance.
I agree with you.
Nice.
Yeah, I agree that Billy Bob should have won.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's the best.
Yeah. Best actress was Frances McDormand for Fargo. I assume both of us are keeping.
That's got to be a keeper, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That might be. I think that's the only actress I wrote down for the 5 years.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, she's up against 2 movies I've never even heard of. The English Patient, which is boring, and Breaking the Waves. You haven't seen Breaking the Waves?
Haven't.
It's very good.
Okay.
It's oh yeah, I guess I'm on a different screen than you. I was like, I'm gonna load this up so that he can see who directed Breaking the Waves.
Oh, it's a Von Trier.
It's a Lars. It's Emily Watson is married to
his first film made after founding the Dogma 95 movement.
Emily Watson is married to Stellan Skarsgård, who gets paralyzed from the waist down in an accident at work. Okay. And so he tells her that he wants her to go out and start fucking other dudes.
Hell yes.
So it's very interesting.
That sounds good. I will actually watch that.
Good. But yeah, I assume we both can't find someone over for Fargo because why wouldn't you?
It's Marge Gunderson, man.
Yeah.
Real son of a Gunderson.
Real son of a Gunderson.
Maji!
Best director was Anthony Minghella for The English Patient. You are wrong.
Yeah, definitely wrong.
It is very clearly Joel Cohen, although it's Joel.
It's both Coens.
But Joel Cohen for Fargo.
Yeah. It's the Coens.
And Best Picture was The English Patient, and again, very clearly Fargo.
It's Fargo.
It's not even close. It's not even a discussion. It's like, yeah, there were other good movies that year. It's Fargo.
I'd say the others that have a shot.
I like Jerry Maguire. I think Jerry Maguire is fun. The People versus Larry Flint's really good.
That's good. Sling Blade, Train Spotting.
Yeah, I'm lukewarm on Trainspotting.
Okay.
I love Danny Boyle, but I'm real lukewarm on it.
Primal Fear.
Primal Fear rules. Yeah, Primal Fear is
great.
Ghost of Mississippi's really good.
I think supporting actor, I would do Ed Norton for Primal Fear.
Yeah, I think so.
Over Cuba Gooding for sure.
Cuba's still good, but yeah.
Or William H. Fargo, also good.
William H. Fargo. The Birdcage is another one that I think is really good.
And once again, a bunch of sick movies nominated.
The aforementioned Fly Away Home.
The Rock. Twister.
Yes. Independence Day. Daylight. Eraser.
Yeah.
All these great movies.
Star Trek First Contact, maybe my favorite Star Trek movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really good.
Okay.
It's got the Borg bitch.
It's got the hot-titted Borg bitch.
She gives Data skin.
Yeah.
And cuts him.
So he can feel pain.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
It's a real Cenobite situation.
Dragonheart, speaking of movies that made me cry.
Oh. You know what? I love Dragonheart.
Yep. Romeo plus Juliet.
It's alright.
Ghost in the Darkness, featuring gay actor Michael Douglas and lions.
And gay actor Val Kilmer.
All good stuff. Oh, we have not talked about the sickest movie on the list, and which is saying something because we've mentioned some sick movies. Sleepers. Great movie. Nuts cast.
Yeah.
Like
Kevin Bacon, Robert De Niro,
Bacon,
Dustin
Pitt,
Hoffman,
De Niro, Hoffman,
Jason Patrick,
Crudup, Patrick.
Yeah. R.I.P. Brad Renfro.
Minnie
Driver.
But seriously, like Pitt, De Niro, Hoffman in one movie.
Yep. Yeah, it's really good.
And rape.
And rape of young boys.
Yep.
Right up Scott's alley.
But I don't know.
Not that he does. He's just not against.
I'm a tacit supporter.
Yeah.
But I don't know how you go against Fargo.
No, come on. We're not
in
that
retarded. In fact, you don't. You just don't.
You're not that retarded. You never go full retard.
Nope.
And finally, the last one for this episode, 1995. So, best actress was Susan Sarandon for Dead Man Walking.
P.S. This is the hardest Best Picture year.
Absolutely. I have nothing written down. For Best Picture and Best Director, I have nothing written down.
We'll talk it out.
So yeah, Susan Sarandon for Dead Man Walking. For me, it was a real hard toss-up between her and Meryl Streep for The Bridges of Madison County.
Yeah, I got her, Streep.
Elizabeth Shue for Leaving Las Vegas is also really good.
Yeah.
And Sharon Stone for Casino.
Sharon Stone, Casino, Mira Sorvino, Mighty Aphrodite.
Never seen it.
Because I love Woody Allen.
She won Best Supporting Actress.
Oh, supporting. Yeah, okay. So that's fine. But yeah. Stone, Sarandon, Shue.
Yeah,
are my three.
That's kind of what I was at, and Streep. And I think I went with Meryl Streep.
I'm okay. Oh, you're going Streep.
I think I went with Meryl Streep, yeah.
Okay. I'm down to Stone and Shue.
Okay.
Sway me. Charm me. Charm me, Andrew.
Don't go,
Charm me, Andrew.
Don't go near vaginas, they're gross.
So, Shue. because Sharon Stone is more likely to show me her vagina.
Show you her vagina? Yeah, you know what? That's true.
You know what? Done. Elizabeth Shue.
Elizabeth Shue.
How do you like that?
Then Best Actor was Nicolas Cage for Leaving Las Vegas. I kept him.
I want to keep him.
I kept him, but in all honesty, there's two other really good ones.
You got your Hanks Apollo 13.
Hanks Apollo 13 is really good, but again, for me, that's another like middle of the slightly above middle of the road Tom Hanks movie performance. As much as I do not agree with him as a human being,
Mel Gibson,
Sean Penn for Dead Man Walking is very good.
Yes,
and Richard Dreyfuss for Mr. Holland's Opus is great,
really good.
And I must have seen that movie 4 times between middle school and high school in school. Because it was like, oh, this is a nice PG movie that we can show when we have nothing else to teach. And maybe the school only had that on VHS.
Yeah.
But yeah, I swear I saw that 4 times in school.
Yeah, the big ones, you got your Mel Gibson, you got your Sean Penn, you got your Dreyfuss, you got De Niro in Casino.
Yeah, De Niro in Casino, yeah.
You got, is there a lead in The Usual Suspects, or are they all supporting?
They're kind of all supporting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a real... unless you want to consider Stephen Baldwin, but...
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, it's not Stephen Baldwin.
You got...
If anyone, Spacey's the lead, and they gave him Best Supporting
Supporting,
actor,
yeah. Gay actor Michael Douglas in The American President.
Never seen it.
Then, honestly...
Brad Pitt in 12 Monkeys?
2 of Brad Pitt's best movies, 12 Monkeys and 7.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can make an argument for... the 2 best.
Yeah, I think so.
In the same year.
I think so.
Yeah, would
have you ever seen California? Is California good?
I haven't seen it.
I've seen it like a few times, but I can't remember if it's good. It's sort of Mountain Dew, like Diet Mountain Dew, natural born killers. I think.
Okay.
I think.
Is it with a K?
It's with a K.
Yes, I can picture it. I have not seen it.
Okay.
Are Pitt and Freeman lead in 7?
Yes, but I would imagine if it had gotten nominated,
lead,
that
Freeman supporting, and Spacey also supporting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw a couple weird ones out that should get at least a significant thing.
Hit me.
Not for Best Actor, but for Best Supporting Actor.
Jim Carrey, Batman Forever.
Jim Carrey and Tommy Lee Jones for Batman Forever should both get shout-outs.
Yeah.
Like, they fucking rule that movie.
Absolutely. Great casting.
Yeah. Nobody...
It's crazy how good the casting was in Batman Forever and the previous Batmans, too.
Yeah.
And how bad the casting was in Batman and Robin.
The only acceptable one is Arnold. Because Arnold is literally playing exactly what you would expect him to play.
What? Yeah, but it's so stupid. But that's not what Mr. Freeze is.
Yeah, but that's the point, is that it's supposed to be stupid.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Get to the ice chopper.
Remember,
I'll see you at the Christmas party, Richter.
Real line in the movie, remember to get your pipes winterized.
Hey, Jesse Ventura's in that movie.
Yes, he is.
He's just asking questions.
True.
Yeah, I mean, like, how do you get, like, Danny DeVito as the Penguin, Jack Nicholson as the Joker, Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman, like Michael Keaton as Batman, and I don't know if you heard, but he's reprising his role as Batman.
No fucking way.
Because they're doing the Flash movie, standalone movie, where, because in the comic books and everything, the Flash is...
Flash and Batman fuck?
No, yeah, well, yes. But the Flash...
But it's so fast, Batman doesn't notice?
The Flash is involved in a lot of, like, accidental rifts in time.
Right.
And since there's so many alternate universes, that he's going to accidentally bring that Batman into the universe.
Sick.
So Michael Keaton as Batman will happen in, like, 2022 or 23 or whatever.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Pretty rad. But also, unfortunately, Ben Affleck is also in it as Batman, so there'll be a good Batman and an awful Batman.
And a Pattinson? Just all of them? Throw them in there?
No, I don't think Pattinson's in it.
Okay.
I think Pattinson, if I remember correctly...
He's his own Batman.
Pattinson is the same way... Because, like, the Joaquin Phoenix Joker is its own, like...
Yeah.
It's part of the different studio.
Right.
This is, like, the DC studio, and that's, like... I don't know, Columbia Pictures or whatever it is. So it's separate.
It's
so
New Line. It's New Line Cinema.
It's Miramax. So yeah, Pattinson's his own separate thing. I think maybe there might be a few other like former people who have played characters in DC that are also in that movie, maybe 2022. So we're almost there. We
are almost there.
We got...
I see a Keaton. I see...
No, I thought maybe there was, but yeah, it's just Ben Affleck and Michael Keaton as Batmans. And
Kevin Conroy.
Ron Livingston of Office Space fame is playing, like, the father of the Flash.
Okay.
And then some girl is playing Supergirl.
I like Ron Livingston.
This girl who's in... Oh, she's in nothing.
Cool.
She's in The Young and the Restless.
Ah, perfect.
And it's directed by a nobody who directed It and Mama.
Both chapters of it?
He directed both chapters of it.
I'm back in.
And the announced whitewashing of Attack on Titan.
Weird.
Where I imagine it'll be white people with Japanese names. Much like the anime is Japanese characters
with German names. Big fan.
It's very weird.
Honestly, big fan of that. Like the most Japanese person you've ever seen, Eren Yeager.
Eren Yeager. Yeah, anyways, so there lots of good options for Best Actor.
Crazy Cage.
I mean, I also think Mel Gibson for Braveheart's not bad. Like, not a bad option, but I still go drunk Crazy Cage.
I'm surprised Gibson wasn't nominated.
Yeah, well, look at the other. He got too much. You can't give him too much.
You can't.
You give him an inch, he'll take a mile, and by take a mile, he'll speed and then call you sugar.
Call a female cop a Jew and be right, which is the craziest.
Hey
thing.
Mel, what's sugar tits?
How many Jewish female cops are there? Well, that one.
Mel's got a nose,
and she had good tits.
And what are the odds she pulls over Mel?
Mel Gibson.
Like, she was just sitting there waiting for Mel to speed by.
That's on her.
Yeah. So you're going to Cage as well?
I'm going Crazy Cage.
Okay. So Best Director and Best Picture, I don't have anything written down because I think there's too many options.
There's so many options. So in terms of movies, and it's going to be similar for a director,
yeah,
because I don't have a Best Picture either. I think the big movies are, you're probably going to add one, and it's called Braveheart,
because you didn't see it.
Because who cares?
Because you're a racist towards the Scots.
Actually, I'm not racist. That's
you're
why I didn't see it.
You are pro British colonization and anti Scottish freedom.
I'm pro Jewish cop.
You know what? You're right. You got me. Also shout out to Seven, Crimson Tide, which is another silly ass action movie. Waterworld, Batman Forever, which we mentioned. I think there was a couple other ones, wasn't there? Man, Crimson Tide got a lot of nominations.
A lot of sounds and.
I mean, Toy Story, but you're gonna call me a baby, so it's fine. Here's a movie I'll call out for being very, very fucking bad.
Okay.
Nixon. It's one of the most boring fucking movies I've ever seen.
It's not good.
I fast forwarded through at least an hour of its 3-hour runtime.
Yeah.
That's what you get when you make a movie about the boring parts of Richard Nixon's life.
Yeah, that's Oliver Stone, right?
Oliver Stone. He likes the smell of farts.
There is very little Oliver Stone that I like. It might even begin and end with Natural Born Killers.
You don't like Platoon?
Sorry.
Any Given Sunday?
Pretty good.
JFK?
But JFK's fine. But, like, most of the president stuff, W sucks.
W was really underwhelming.
W fucking sucks. Nixon sucks.
Considering what you had as source material, it was really underwhelming.
Yeah.
Like, it could have been a lot funnier.
Way funnier.
Could have been a lot more, like, silly and over the top. He did a pretty interesting documentary called South of the Border.
I'd rather see an Oliver Stone documentary because then it's just give me the facts.
It was him going to all of the South American countries and meeting with their presidents and definitely making some of the bad ones look like good guys.
Nice.
Like Hugo Chavez, he definitely made him look like a cool dude.
Hell yeah.
He made him look like how
he's pretty cool.
He made him look like how cool Putin thinks he is.
Ooh.
Like
I like that.
Yeah, it's really, really glorifying like war criminals.
Yeah. So for Best Picture here, the ones I'm looking at are Casino, Usual Suspects, 12 Monkeys, and Seven. I'd say those are my big four.
All of those are in consideration for me.
Yeah.
As well as I think there's two more that I think they were in my consideration. So, right off the top,
and Leaving Las Vegas on
Babe.
Sure.
Babe is a great movie. Even for a kid's movie about a talking pig, it's really good. Like film wise, it's a very well done film. Like, I can't say enough good things about Babe.
George Miller, baby. There would be no Mad Max Fury Road without Babe.
Correct. And the other one was...
Sometimes I think George... Miller produced it.
Yeah.
Chris Noonan directed it.
Chris Noonan, yeah.
Sometimes I think George Miller is George Romero.
Ah.
And then I remember I'm stupid. Oh, another stupid thing I meant to mention, I don't know, a couple years ago. Ghost of Mississippi.
Yeah.
In my head, Ghost of Mississippi, Mississippi Burning, and A Time to Kill are all the same movie. Yeah.
A Time to Kill is... Yes, they deserve to die, and I hope they burn in hell. Yeah.
And and I also had it in my head that they're all the same time frame, but I think Mississippi Burning is earlier. It's like 88.
Yeah,
and
Time to Kill is like 2001.
I would say mid to late 90s. I'd say 97.
Oh boy, I don't know why I keep closing IMDb, but nope, that's too many.
You're like my mom, where instead of just typing something into the address bar, you close the window, reopen it, and type something in.
Well, I just keep thinking like, oh, I don't need IMDb, and then I go, oh shit. So Mississippi Burning is 1988. Yeah, Ghost of Mississippi is 1996, and Time to Kill
go 97
is 96 as well.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna close it this time. So.
And the one other thing I forgot to say, unrelated, I would love Luc Besson if his filmography began with The Professional and ended with The Fifth Element.
Fair.
Also, I forgot he made two of the same movie. I
didn't know Nikita and Anna?
Well, yeah, I was thinking Lucy and Anna.
Lucy, Anna, and La Femme Nikita are all kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
Listen, Luke likes what Luke likes.
He does. He
really
likes crazy fantasy and girls fighting.
And young girl assassins.
Yes.
That's what he loves.
Yeah.
And that's why I love him.
Respect.
So here's the thing. Let
me tell you, I'm absolutely splitting director and picture, because there's no way I can give both to one and leave the other ones out in the cold.
That's fair. For me, like Mel Gibson, the Braveheart thing is like what I had said about Gladiator. It's one of those old school Hollywood epics where you have 10,000 extras all in costumes doing everything. Yeah. But I also feel like it's a really long, overbloated movie.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot going on in that movie that could have been condensed. Like what's the runtime? 5 hours?
Something like that.
No, I wanted Braveheart, not Mel Gibson. 178 minutes.
Ooh, 3 hours.
3 hours. It's a long, bloated,
That's a lot of movie.
Yeah. So this is probably... I don't know. I hope this riles up the fans.
Oh, get riling.
I hope this makes everyone...
You're Riley. You're real Boots Riley.
I want everyone to protest.
Okay.
Chris Noonan for Babe.
Oh.
For Best Director.
Wowzers. Okay.
Chris Noonan for Babe.
I like your style.
Babe's really good. Really underrated, especially for a kid's movie. It is filmed beautifully.
I hope that does get people riled up. You know what? I'm a little riled up.
I don't think it will.
Fincher, Scorsese, or Gilliam? I almost want to go Gilliam for making one of the only time travel movies that makes sense with its own internal logic.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's kind of like 12 Monkeys and Primer, and like not much else actually holds up under a microscope.
There's always so much like rules that you have to ignore, or this would result in we're just gonna put that away. Close it. Okay.
Fincher. 7's so good. Do I figure out Best Picture and work backwards? And second place gets director? Is that the way to do it? Motherfucker.
Yeah, you could. I mean, I have my Best Picture written down already.
You do. Is it also Babe? Do you just love pigs now?
It is not Babe.
Casino rocks. I mean, all the movies, like Casino, Usual Suspects, 12 Monkeys, and 7, all rock.
What if I go back and clip out the part where I gave it to Chris Noonan for Babe?
Are you making an emergency apology?
Emergency apology.
Uh-oh.
It's not Chris Noonan for Babe.
Damn. What? Who's in? Who's out? Well, we know who's out. Who's in?
I don't know.
I'm leaning Fincher.
I'm gonna lean...
Or Scorsese.
For you bringing up the argument of making time travel work, I'm gonna give it to Terry Gilliam.
Okay.
And also, it's probably the only time you can nominate Terry Gilliam and give him an Oscar.
Someone didn't see the Zero Theorem.
Did you see the Imaginarium of Dr. Fucknassus? Oh, that's not him.
I did not.
That's the other one.
That's the other one.
That's Mr. Megorium's Wonder Fucking Emporium. Yeah. No, I don't... Did I see Zero Theorem? I think I did. I think it was okay.
It's okay at best.
But it's not like you're going to nominate any...
Time Bandits.
Yeah, or like Monty Python. Like, none of those are getting nominated.
I mean, I'd love to, but I can't.
Would love to as well. But... yeah, I think yeah, you're right. Making time travel work. And it's the best Brad Pitt movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Terry Gilliam.
Pitt's great. Willis is great.
Name a female in that movie.
No, can't
Madeline Suede, the one that was really popular in the 90s. That was
Stowe? Madeline
Stowe, yeah.
Yeah.
I bet you it's not her. It's absolutely not
She's
her.
in something.
She's in a movie that I will talk about in...
1 week hence?
Yeah, 1 week next, but in 92 and 90. The female in... It was her!
Nice pull.
I was sort of joking.
Nice pull on Madeline
because I was like,
Stowe.
oh, she's in every 90s movie.
She's in a lot.
Can you name
she got around.
a single other actor in this movie?
It's been too long since I've seen it.
I only reckon... Oh, Christopher Plummer? And Christopher Maloney.
Nice. Probably with hair.
Probably with hair.
Not my Maloney.
But other than that... Of course, Bart the Bear. Donald Faison.
Ooh, Turk.
Has an uncredited role.
Turk from Scrubs.
And the only other one that I recognize is David Morse from... House fame and World War Z fame and Dancer in the Dark fame and
Contact.
Yeah. Anyways, we can just should we just do an episode of us naming David Morse movies?
Let's talk about
and
David
TV
Morse.
shows. So, you're leaning towards Fincher?
I am, but I might also be leaning towards Seven as Best Picture, so I would give the director to someone else.
Oh.
What do you think about that?
I think if you do that, you and I are probably going to have the same Best Picture.
Oh, you're going Fincher across... Oh, no, sorry, you're not going Fincher. You're going Gilliam.
Gilliam for director and
Gilliam 7.
Fincher for Best Picture.
I'm going to get... Yeah, I'm going 7 Best Picture.
Me as well. You got to spell it correctly, though.
So 7N.
S-E.
7.
7.
E-N.
E-N.
So 7N.
So 7N.
Yeah. Which leaves for director Gilliam or Scorsese. Which is too bad Usual Suspects gets shut out.
Yeah.
But what are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
I would have given Spacey Best Supporting.
Yeah, I think I would have too. He's a cool guy.
Also, he's cool.
Also directed by Kid Raper. It's a movie starring...
Oh, that's right. It's a singer job,
starring
right?
Starring a Kid Raper. Directed by a Kid Raper.
He just
He's got a boat.
Getting away with it.
He just keeps getting cooler.
That's also true. Steel. Gilliam, even though it was my
idea.
You actually stole it from me.
But I said it first, so you stole it from me.
No, you stole it from me. It's like when you cut in front of me at the coffee shop this morning.
Oh yeah, clearly I was behind you.
And did my order, so I couldn't accuse you of
So that
copying.
it was really embarrassing for you when you had to go up and say, "Oh, I'll get the same thing as him." And then she was like, "I'm sorry, what were you looking for?"
Yeah, but it had been 4 seconds since.
Well, she is a woman.
Yeah,
so
Gilliam 7.
You're going Gilliam 7. I'm going Gilliam 7. So,
but it was my idea.
Sure, clearly. Okay, well, that one was not as painful as the other ones. You didn't have to read out 5 people.
Didn't have to read out 5 people. Didn't have to do homework.
You didn't have to take 11 down to 5 for almost every category except for actress and supporting actress, because there's only 3 women roles.
There's only 3 women.
There's Madeline Stowe.
Yep.
There's Meryl Streep in the 90s. And name a third woman. You can't. Name a woman.
Meryl Streep?
I said Meryl Streep in the 90s.
Yeah, that's all of them, man.
Oh, there you go.
By my count, that's all. Was Madeline Stowe in the television series Revenge? Am I thinking of the right woman? Early mid 2010s.
She was.
Yeah.
She played Victoria Grayson.
Yeah, that's my girl.
She also reprised her role. Oh, she didn't. She was in the television series of 12 Monkeys, but she played a different character.
Ooh, interesting. Yeah, she's good. She got some Emmy nominations for Revenge.
And now she's on some TV show called Soundtrack.
I mean, that's not a real show.
It's on Netflix.
It sounds like bullshit.
It looks bad. She's in a lot of movies I like, though. Although she kind of stopped doing stuff from, like, 95. And then she would do, like, 1 a year until 2011.
That's when she had her hysterectomy. I don't know. I'm just taking a shot.
All right. But, yeah, she didn't do a lot of anything from, like, 96, 95. So she did 12 Monkeys, and then she sort of did, like, 1 movie a year-ish until 2011 when she was in Revenge.
Then it's revenge time, baby.
Yeah. She did the Proposition, which is not the Proposition I'm thinking of.
Okay. Were you thinking of Indecent Proposal?
No.
Okay.
She's in The General's Daughter.
Okay.
We Were Soldiers, and then That's the Only Things You've Heard of. Some TV show called Reigns, starring Jeff Goldblum. There was only 7 episodes.
Do I have every episode of it? Yes, I do.
What was it on?
It was network.
But what network? Tell me. Tell me now.
NBC.
I don't know. It's not going to tell me.
Well, then that's not as fun a game as you purported it to be. Where I guess what network and you say, well, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Goldblum was a detective who saw dead people?
Oh. Good for him. Oh, starring Mad TV alum Nicole Sullivan.
Yep.
And nobody else the guy who played Moe in the Three Stooges movie. Christopher, last name is Diamantopoulos.
Yeah.
And that's it. I was hoping for somebody else cool, but Laurie Metcalf, good for her.
Love her.
And other people that do TV shows that get canceled.
Happens to the best of us.
Anywho, that concludes everything.
That concludes that. To reiterate, if you want us to see a movie that you would like us to see, that felt like a weird sentence.
If you'd like to see us see a movie that you want us to see that you've seen,
send $25 to paypal.me/notscotthenson NOTSCOTTHENSON. If you don't have
spelled KNOT.
No K's.
Or
3 K's. The correct number of K's are 0 or 3. If you don't have PayPal, there is a non-having a PayPal account link in the YouTube description of this very podcast. In the note with the money you send, include what movie you want, because that's important.
That is very important.
And what you want us to call you. We could call you Ray. We could call you Jay. We could call you Johnny. We could call you Sonny. What does Ray J. Johnson not want you to call him? I've never actually seen the real routine. I've only seen The Simpsons make fun of it. You don't need to look it up. You really don't.
Well, it's too late now. I'm already looking it up.
No, it's. I don't know what even you would do without having to watch like a half-hour thing.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of the correct amount of Ks, I can't find it on here, but one of my absolute favorite libtards getting owned thing
is people holding up signs for 3 strikeouts at a baseball game.
It's a Boston Red Sox game. There's guys and they're putting the third K down.
Yeah,
but you always put the third K facing.
Yeah,
that it's ending an inning.
Yeah. And
so they're putting it down, and it's some dumb bitch who doesn't know baseball.
Never would have guessed. You know what? If you would give me a million monkeys at a million typewriters, I never would have arrived at that it was a dumb bitch.
Every monkey would pick a woman. And it's just like a screen cap of it, and it's like, How dare these racist Boston fans? Don't they realize...
Who's letting them do this?
Don't they realize that there's black players on the field? This is so uncultured, blah, blah, blah. And then it's some guy screen capping her thing.
Yeah.
And retweeting her, and it's a link for, the description of it. And then she, deleted the tweet, but he still had the screen cap.
Yeah.
And her reply was just, please delete this. And it was fuck you, bitch.
Yeah. If you're ever making fun of someone's tweet, it's screen cap, don't quote tweet. Because that tweet will go away, but the screen cap never will.
You always need a picture of what they said.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my favorite part.
Yeah, good on him.
Anyways, don't forget to follow us on the socials of media. Not Scott Henson, Sarandon Softpaws. Maybe I'll change the rest of my social media. Sarandon Softpaws. No.
You can do well with this new identity of yours that's on the table.
That's pro furry.
I think the only other thing is
I have 2 beards.
The secret letter is S. But Scott, wasn't the last secret letter S? It was. Deal with it, America. Now we're going to America's state. Wisconsin.
Sorry, you gave the secret letter? I was typing.
I did.
Was it Q?
It was S.
QAnon?
No, S-anon.
S-anon. Well, I hope you enjoyed the 2 hours and 11 minutes we just recorded.
I think a little shorter than last week, honestly.
Yeah, but still, we're going too long. We need to cut it down.
All right, you know what? I'm going to cut half of this, but I'm not going to tell you what half.
The front half?
The middle half. Middle half.
Oh.
I'm going to leave a quarter on either end.
Or you're just going to take parts out, randomly.
Could do that.
You're just going to go, here's 15 minutes we can lose.
I'm taking out every second word.
Oh my god. Good luck.
Because I got time. Turn it off.
Oh, yeah. See ya. Something.
Yep.
Black rhinos can't